So whether you're laying on a beach, or whether you're camping in the bush, or visiting a European city, you can find it all here at the Getaway Travel Show. Your life is just one big holiday, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I do actually work as well, but I love what I do.
You make it look too easy.
I have a good time.
Yes.
I have a good time. Hopefully it's because when we are filming, we really enjoy the people that we work with. I love the crews that I get to work with.
I'll work with you, no problem.
Well, you can come along.
Yes, I'll come along.
You can come along. We're doing Canada on Monday, but can you handle minus 15?
Cold weather doesn't work for me.
I know.
Canada. Why would we want to go to Canada?
Well, it's a great destination, 4 seasons, great scenery, lots of things to do, lots of outdoor adventure for Australians who like to get out there and enjoy nature.
Bicycle riding, hiking.
Oh yeah, camping, get a car, go and see some wilderness, wildlife viewing. If you like to travel in winter, there's skiing and snowboarding, and you can go dog sledding, all sorts of activities.
It's everything. Now, what's some of the best cities there?
Best cities, well, Vancouver, beautiful city, and Toronto is very cosmopolitan. It's the biggest city in Canada. Quebec City, beautiful, French.
If you're a first-time traveller, do you have like packages that people can do, like kind of 18 to 35 sort of thing?
Yeah, there are a lot of operators here at the show who actually do coach touring, and so for all age groups. And but you can do your own thing if you want to. So you've got the choice to do both.
The Canadians are real friendly people, aren't they?
They're really friendly.
They hate Americans too, don't they?
Yeah, and they love Australians.
I find that all the trips, it's kind of a little bit of an exercise in serendipity. I'm happy to be sent anywhere. Sometimes we get places that we just are desperate to go to, and we all fight for it. There was Jamaica, Cuba. This year I'm fighting to do Spain.
Fantastic.
Would really, really like to do Spain.
Spanish bull run, all that?
Oh, I'd love to. Oh, no, women can't do it.
Oh, they do.
Women aren't allowed to do it.
They do it though.
But it's bad luck.
Oh, okay.
Apparently it's not quite kosher.
Well, then you can be sitting on the muscle bar and jump off the statue into the crowd then.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You think I should do that?
Yeah, I think you should do that. Just for television.
Okay, then I'll do it. It would make for great TV, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Paloma would have to be my most favourite place. Now, the Spanish bull run is just mad and crazy. It starts off with a champagne opening, and this is pretty much what goes on after the big bang. Absolutely crazy, and the streets are mad, full of music and full of life. Now we're going to head on our way down to Muscle Bar, very famous for the plaza where people actually get to stand on the podium and jump into the crowd. Some crazy Australian decided to do this, and now it started as a trend. So every year everybody comes down to Muscle Bar, very packed, and jumps into the crowd. People get more injured here than they do on the bull run. We're here safe behind the barricades. We're going to try and see the bull run. You've got to boo the ones at the beginning because they're the chickens, and basically start off the match, and everyone's going to start running, and they run into the main stadium, and then basically that's where the bulls get their revenge, and we'll have a look at that as well. Here's the major event in Paloma, the Spanish bull run. see you back at the expo. Got to run. There's a bull behind me. What are your top 10 destinations?
Well, I don't know if I could actually list the
10?
top 10.
Too many?
But I have found the places that I really enjoy and remember are ones that I probably wouldn't go to on a normal holiday. For me, as I say, I just did a quick trip around Tassie, but I loved China. I loved Eastern Europe and the Middle East. Last year, 2 years ago, the story that we did around Palestine, the travel company's now broken up. The young guys that we did the walk with have been packed off to the States. So it's places that you wouldn't normally go to yourself that are...
And you wouldn't expect certain things in these countries too, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
No expectations, you probably have the best holiday in your life.
Exactly. That's the best way to go, with an open mind. Great if you could go with an open checkbook, but for most travellers that's not usually the case.
No.
But definitely if you go with an open mind and you taste all the foods, if you take on all of the adventures, all the opportunities, then that is what it's about.
The Manchester stand, because you're from Manchester. Yes. All right, we're going to check out Manchester because we're at the British stand. It's Manchester, apart from the football hooligans that go on there.
Oh, well, I don't know about football because the big event this year is obviously the Commonwealth Games in Manchester.
Now, you're a part of that.
July. We are, yes.
And what are you doing?
We're promoting it around the world and within the UK.
So what does the city have to do to prepare for something like that?
Well, it's huge infrastructure, new stadia. Manchester City will inherit the Commonwealth Games Stadium after the Games.
Okay.
There's a whole cultural festival, events, attractions, which start on Commonwealth Day, March 11th, and run through till beyond the Games. So it's wider than the Games.
So that's the year to go?
This is the year to go,
This is the year to go. So what are the other attractions in Britain?
Well, the other attractions in Britain, this year the National Museums are free.
Yes.
So places like the National Museums and Galleries on Merseyside, Liverpool, eight museums which you can get free entry into. National Museum of Science and Industry in Manchester.
Which is great.
Oh, superb. Yeah, they're all full days out. It's good value. Yeah. There's plenty of attractions, accommodation to suit all tastes. If you look for value for money or value for time, you can find good deals around good quality accommodation.
So the best bet is sort of keep out of London then, in a way, because that's really quite expensive.
It's like any capital city. It's probably the same as coming to Sydney.
Yeah.
But even in London, you can have the great attractions that are free.
It's all about me.
Why is it about you?
Because I'm the star. I'm from Movie World, Austin.
Movie World.
Movie World.
For young and old.
For young and old, and me.
So what's the attraction with Warner Brothers?
All right, well, it's not just Warner Brothers, it's all the three parks. Sea World, Wet and Wild Water World, and Movie World. All right.
I guess you're at Movie World, right?
Yes, I am, baby, yeah.
Funny about that.
So what it's all about, all right, you get a 3-park super pass, a day in each of the parks, and then one for free.
Oh, fabulous.
I know.
So you can go back and visit one that you like?
One you like. Yeah, if you like being wet, like Wet and Wild, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you like being wet, right?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
And or Movie World to come and see me, or if you're banging around to the TV, you got the old polar bears, all right?
SeaWorld, the attractions. Okay, so that's the new attraction at SeaWorld.
We got the two new what do they call little cubs? Lutik. Leah and Lutik from Russia.
Okay.
All the way.
Do they speak English? They don't understand, do they?
No idea what
we're talking about. Tickets.
How
much?
$141 for a super park. That's all right. No, have a listen.
Not bad. That's not bad. No, I thought that was good.
Not only do you get you get the day free.
Yeah, you get the day free.
It's about $50, say $54.
Yep. On average, it's just under. Yeah, it's just over like $50 a ticket. Or,
groovy. Yeah.
Groovy.
Yes,
I enjoy.
And where's this going? Because I really like to know.
I'm not telling you now.
No, all right then.
I'm not going to know.
Okay,
it's my secret and I'm keeping it.
All right then.
Beautiful outfits. Tell me about the outfits.
This is a classical dance we do. It's called Bharatanatyam, and it's from South India, and we wear these dresses for the dance.
Is there traditional colours as well, or is it just
it's just anything? Yeah.
Just the style of the dress. Now I noticed you've got your henna tattoo going. Oh, I just touched. Have you got some on your palm as well? Sorry. Now this is very traditional, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what's this mean? What do people do this for?
mainly for like big occasions like weddings and stuff. There's nothing like traditional about it, but like people wear it for big occasions and stuff.
So it's a fancy sort of dressing up type of thing.
Yeah.
What is henna?
It's powder mixed with water with henna oil. There's a special oil, and
So it's the oil that does the penetration, yeah. Look at your hand.
Yeah, I just tried it.
Messy. How long are you going to leave that on for?
Maybe 6 to 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where does, obviously you've been teaching the dance style.
right, yeah.
Where does it come from?
It's actually South Indian dance, South Indian classical dance called Bharatanatyam.
And what's the story behind the dance? Is there is there a wedding dance or ceremony dance
It's
or?
pure classical South Indian dance.
Okay.
Yeah, it's belonged to Tamil Nadu.
Essential backpacker wear. You've got your shoes, you've got your 3/4. You guys are jam packing that bag chock-a-block.
Yeah.
Are you planning on a big holiday or what?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Apart from around the world by the looks of that bag.
Europe.
Europe. You together?
Yeah.
No. Hey, let's go to Europe then. See you later. So where do you want to go? What's the best bet? Start off in London and
France. Yeah.
Why France?
Because I love it.
Oh, you've been before?
Yeah.
So backpacked or? No. So you travel a lot?
No, we've got a farm.
Got a farm.
Yeah,
So
don't
what does
get
that
away
mean?
anywhere.
You can travel out the paddocks.
Last time we actually managed more than 4 days away was 6 years ago.
Oh wow! So well-earned holiday there.
Yeah.
So Europe's the number one location for
7
yourself?
weeks, not coming back.
Not coming back.
7 weeks. Yes.
So why not America or something like that?
More food over there. I'm a chef, so I'm going to go
okay.
to France, Germany, Italy. Eat and eat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So pork knuckles in Germany. Here we come.
Trotters in Germany.
Yep.
I think I've got pasta in Italy, in France, everything.
Baguette and cheese.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's the way to do it.
He's very rude.
Rude?
No, you're not.
I'll
It's
go
all
back
right.
to England, will you? The British stands over that way. The
it's all
British
right.
stands over that way.
I'll go over and have a look in a minute.
I'm here in Brazil. I'm halfway ready for Mardi Gras. This thing hurts. Now, what's the attraction with Brazil?
The Mardi Gras.
Of course.
Yeah, it was last weekend, so you just missed
I
it.
missed it.
Yeah, next year.
Next year. So February what?
I don't know the dates for next year. They change
No?
every year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it'll be Feb or March next year.
So where is the best place? I've heard that Rio is actually not as good for the carnival, that there's another place outside Rio that's better?
Well, throughout the whole of Brazil, the carnival, they all have their own little parties, but Rio's the big one.
Rio's the big one.
Yeah.
Have you been there yourself?
Haven't been to carnival, no. Next year we're planning to go.
So how much is it to get to, say, something like carnival?
It'll be around about 2,500.
You do packages or?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So how far in advance would you have to book?
Usually a couple of months to get a
Couple of
ticket. We
months,
can get
yeah.
you in the full costume and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
So you wear the whole outfit,
Yeah.
like I'm halfway there. So who does that? What, you organise with a trip over
we
there?
do that through, put you with the samba school, so you go into the
Fantastic.
parade, you get your costume, you've got people to dance with for the whole weekend.
Oh, we've got to do that.
Yeah,
We've got to do that. Can you organise that for our show next year? For sure. Now, do you have to samba as well?
Yeah, they'll teach you all the moves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Moving and grooving. So Brazil's the place then.
Place to be.
Weather, temperature?
Hot.
Really hot?
Hot, yeah. At this time of year, high 30s, sweaty.
I'm going. You've sold me. I'm going to leave this on for the rest of the day. What do you reckon? Okay, you've probably got a million stories travelling the world. What's your most favourite? What's your funniest? How do you remember them all?
There are so many. I've had heaps of
You should be
really
writing a
weird
book.
experiences. I did have this really odd experience a few years ago. I was totally jet lagged. I'd booked into the airport hotel just outside of Bangkok, and it is a mad hotel. It's usually overbooked. Often I've been given a key to my room and I'll open it up and there's somebody on the bed already just going, excuse me, taken. Anyway, this
Oh,
one...
sorry, my room, but...
Yeah. it's absolutely mad. And this one night I was there, I'd fallen asleep in my room and I was woken up to the sound of a kerfuffle outside my bedroom window. I was on the ground floor. My window was open, ajar, and then there was a knock on the door, and the garden staff and the maids were at the door, and they said, "Excuse me, we need to come into your room, something in your room." And I turned around, and there was a black python that had slipped through the window, and the gardener needed to get the python out of the room.
I guess it would, wouldn't he, really?
You know, yeah, I've met some pythons
And you would have been, from now on, booking first floors, no ground floors anymore from now on.
I did learn a lesson out of it, but that was a pretty odd experience.
That's the biggest snake you've probably had all week.
Tell me about it. Yeah, we won't go into that.
No, we won't go there.
Yeah.
Why come down to the expo? Well, there's lots of information. You've got like film tents of the countries you might choose to visit with basically people explaining what there is in that country to see and do. And we'll just check out, what are you looking for?
I was looking for a trip in Egypt.
Egypt?
Yep.
Why Egypt?
I've actually been there once before, but it's such a great place, like with the pyramids and that, so much history. So it's definitely worth going to see.
So too good that you want to go back.
Exactly, yeah.
So what do you want to do this time round, second time round?
Oh, this time round I'm thinking of doing more of an overland trek or something like that. So maybe going to Jordan, and then go through Jordan and eventually go down to Egypt and that.
Do the felucca thing up the Nile and all that?
I've done the felucca already. It's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I've been to Egypt 3 times myself. Now, where are you from?
I'm from England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from England and that. So I've been travelling around. So I've been in Southeast Asia, I've been in New Zealand, and now just cruising around Melbourne.
So you travel a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love New Zealand. Yeah. Absolutely love New Zealand.
So what's your favourite country?
I had to say New Zealand.
New Zealand, really?
Yeah, because my girlfriend's actually from New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
If she ever sees this video, she's like, oh. Yeah,
So you've got a bit of an intral mix. How do you handle that? What, you live in New Zealand now?
Oh, no, we lived in London.
Yeah.
Live in London, and we come on September. We decided to do some travelling, so we went to Vietnam, Laos, and Thailand, and then I was in New Zealand for a couple of months when the South Island, which was fantastic.
So what's going to happen? You go back to England, she stays in Kiwiland, or what?
I don't know. I mean, our visas run out as well.
So you're in a difficult situation here, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Right. How do you handle a long distance relationship?
She's going to come over. She's going to apply for the Irish visa.
Oh, okay. Not the English visa?
Yeah, no, she can't no more. She's run out.
She's done it?
Yeah, she's done it.
Oh, this makes it really difficult.
Yeah, it does make it difficult. So.
That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And you find the government's probably not really liking what goes on.
Yeah, so...
Why don't you just stay in, down in Kiwiland?
Oh, I don't know. It's a bit quiet.
Strauss walls. So lots of history there again. You've got Mozart chocolate balls. Sakator, does anyone have one of them? Great story about the Sakator. Then also you've got your ski fields, your Tyrol, so you can do all your ski holidays. A lot of people like to work in ski fields, and that's always an option as well.
Fiji, now what a place to come to. You're Fijian, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
What language do they speak?
Fijian, English and Hindustani.
A bit of everything then.
Yeah, you could say that.
So why would I want to go to Fiji apart from the beautiful weather?
It's a good place to relax. The variety in Fiji, it's a place for holidays for families, weddings, honeymooners, renewal of vows, backpackers, sports, a wide range of activities there for people.
Everything. Great coral reef.
Modest. He wouldn't include the Fijian people.
Oh, not the Fijian people.
Saying that's another very good reason to go there.
And you've been to Fiji?
Yes, on January.
So is it a group of islands or is it just one island?
It's a group of islands. It's comprised of 300 islands in Fiji. There's about 10% of those that are actually uninhabited.
Okay.
But,
Can you get on those?
You can, but usually with going on to outer islands, you actually need special permission from like the Native Land Trust Board or the Ministry.
You get shot or something.
Yeah, no, not
hunted down. Is it cannibalism there? Cannibals there? Used to be. Really?
Yes.
So they don't serve human on the menu anymore?
No, they got rid of that a long time
What
ago.
happened? It turned civil. We don't like civil countries. So what are some of the best islands to visit then?
It depends on what you look for. Like for the youngers, 18 to 25, you could try Beachcomber, right up to
It's all clubbing and dancing and all that sort of stuff?
Something along those lines. And also, if you're looking for something more upmarket, real luxury type of accommodation, you could try the Wakai Club, which Nicole Kidman was actually in last year. And if not, Vatulele, which is an all-inclusive island resort. just south of the mainland.
I understand half of those islands. You say it so quickly and naturally. It's like, Ah, so where did you go then?
I went to Castaway Island.
Castaway, like the TV show?
You could actually see the film Castaway,
Oh,
where
okay.
the film where
the
Tom
movie,
Hanks
yeah.
was. You could see that island from where we stayed. But no, Castaway Island was brilliant.
And what was the attraction with that island?
The whole setup, they had wonderful meal packages, which were great value. The island's set up with 2 beaches, so if you want to get away from the wind and things, you've got plenty of shelter. All the inclusions of the non-motorised water facilities, you had canoes and catamarans and great snorkelling. The snorkelling I thought was almost as good as the barrier reef.
Oh, I'd love to get under the water.
Thousands of fish
Come
just
up to you.
swishing past. Yes, feeding them. You could feed them all.
So the fish are still cannibalistic then, aren't they? The people aren't, but the fish are. You're a Virgin Blue girl?
I am a Virgin Blue girl.
Now, how hard was it, Virgin, to get to Australia?
Very hard.
But you made it.
We did, but very easy because people have taken us in so well.
So how's it going?
Excellent, excellent. With all the public support that we've had, it has been really good. The public are really supporting us.
And the fact that Anset's sort of on its way, here, there and everywhere.
That was unfortunate that happened, and hopefully we can all be together and keep flying too.
So what does Virgin have to offer?
Virgin has a lot to offer. Mainly our customer service is the most important thing that we are here for, and also our in-flight entertainment as well. We have
on board
aerobics and all that.
Aerobics? Get out of here. So it's the party plane? What's aerobics? What do you do?
Aerobics, you just so you don't get those varicose veins and all the rest of it. We just get you up and moving and about and everything like that. So
clenching butt cheeks and all that kind of stuff.
I think some of them are in there too, yes.
Okay, do you serve Virgin Cola on board?
No, we don't actually.
No Virgin products on board?
Virgin merchandise is available.
Oh, okay,
definitely.
like, the CDs and all that sort of stuff.
The hat and Richard's book as well, that's available.
Richard's book,
Yes.
Richard Branson's book, great, fabulous. It's just a big gimmick, isn't it, really?
No, we're totally serious about everything that we do.
Flight to Sydney, how much?
Flight to Sydney starts off from Melbourne at about $77 starting off.
Does that change?
Changing depending on availability.
Okay, and how much in advance do you have to book for something like that?
Okay, you could be lucky enough to book a day before and get that price.
Oh, really?
It just depends on how many people before you have actually booked on the flight.
Okay, so it's not a case of just like there's 2 allocated seats at $77 and that's it?
That's the thing with us. We actually allocate the same amount of seats over each price bracket, so that's what makes it fair.
So now we're here at the YHA, standing for Youth Hostel Association. How many hostels are there out in the world?
4,560 countries.
Is that all? So you've covered everything, basically?
Pretty much.
And what's so good about them?
Well, they provide low-cost accommodation for backpackers and independent travellers, and they're basically the Hyatt of the backpacker world.
And standard? Is there a universal standard for?
Pretty tough standards that they all have to meet. We have hostels we own and hostels that that are affiliated with us, and they all have to meet pretty high standards these days.
So obviously got to be clean, hygienic,
clean, safe, fire. All the fire standards have to be met. So
now, what is it? All dorms? Do you have private rooms?
No, we have a mixture of dorms, private rooms, rooms with en suites now. Private rooms with shared bathrooms as well. So
it's a bit luxurious now.
It's getting a bit luxurious now. It's the way the market's moving.
So nobody wants to live in a room with 40 others.
No. If you don't want to, you can avoid that these days.
Okay. So what are you talking price-wise? Does it vary from country to country?
It varies from country to country. We tend to kind of govern ourselves depending on where you are in the world. But low $20 here.
A night, roughly.
Roughly for accommodation in our city hostels here in Melbourne. So it's pretty good value.
Do they provide like brekkie?
Sometimes, there's breakfast specials. So
do you have to be a member of the YHA?
You don't have to be a member. There is an extra charge if you're not. And if you are a member, you will get preference.
So how do you obtain a member's card?
Well, you can either log on the internet, www.yha.com.au. You can come into our travel centre in 83 Hardware Lane in the city.
And membership is how much?
Membership is $52 for 1 year.
For 1 year?
Yep.
And that basically gives you a low rate wherever you go?
Low rate wherever you go. A whole heap of discounts around Melbourne with your card. Discounts on travel insurance, bus about, trips, everything.
The main reason we're here is for the World Cup soccer, being the world's biggest biggest sporting event.
How many tourists would come to see that?
Oh, well, from Australia, we're hoping for at least 10,000 or so.
10,000,
yes.
wow. Just going there to see the game and go back.
Yes, because you have a lot of English supporters in Australia. You know how crazy the English are about soccer. So we think that there will be a lot from, even though the Australian team failed to qualify, and they're not going, but there are a lot of ethnic communities in Australia. And we've got a soccer competition here 3 times a day over the whole weekend. We've got prizes of soccer balls and soccer pens to give away and other good prizes.